Welcome to the Small Scape on Wednesday. Yes, that means I found something fun. Yes, welcome back. And yes, I have found something that I know will be very helpful for me, so I'm hoping it will be helpful for you. And this comes right at the perfect time because if you've watched our channel lately, we are getting ready to either move or dismantle a number of tanks. So this little item that I found will be very, very helpful. And it was while I was walking around a Lowe's, our friendly neighborhood Lowe's store, which I could spend hours and hours at, just like on Ace Hardware. Just absolutely love wandering around and seeing what I can find. I was in the gutter supplies aisle. Why, I have no idea, but I found this really cool item. It's labeled as a plastic resin scoop. Okay, I think maybe it's meant to get out leaves or stuff from your gutters. It has this little hanger on, which of course I'm just gonna snap off. I'll do that. Thought it would pop off, but it's not popping off. Okay, but anyways, cut that off. And if you remember, I did a video before. It was a little paint can. I think either I got it at the dollar store or Ace Hardware, one of the two. I'll link that video, but that was very helpful because it was a small little paintbrush bucket. The handle I also like to hang on the side of a tank. It can serve multiple purposes, either removing gravel or substrate, or it can even serve as like a little fish holder if you're doing something in your tank and you need to, you know, remove some fish, or if you're bagging them or something like that. Really helpful to have. But funny thing is I couldn't find them because other people in the fish room have used them and put them somewhere else. So now I have this one, so I probably should have gotten a fleet of them. I probably will go back and get a number of them, but I thought that this was the coolest shape. It's more narrow than the other one. It still has a nice little handle here, and especially if you're trying to get into the corners of a tank and remove substrate, maybe move substrate. Now don't tell Mr. Primetime, but there are a couple of tanks that maybe I like or want to keep one side of the aquarium, and I don't want to disturb certain plants in there, or maybe I like half of the kind of aquascape going on there, but I don't like the other half. Don't tell him, because he's just going to say leave it alone or change it all, which generally is the rule. You want to remove all the substrate because you're just usually going to have problems if you don't. However, I still think there are situations when you can remove part of the substrate, namely if you have like a pea gravel. I think that, especially if it's a natural colored pea gravel that kind of hides the detritus, if it's not like a white sand, forget it, or a black sand, forget it, just remove it all. But in this case, if it's pea gravel, that's what I'm intending to do. So that will be one video probably that I will do all on its own, how to remove part of the substrate. And this little guy is going to be my best friend in that video. I'm really looking forward to it, and I think it's just going to be really, really handy getting into the corners, and it's very important because if you just use like a bucket or a cup to remove substrate, what are you going to do at the edge of the tank where it's a straight line? You need something that has a straight line, except for this hanger, this little hanger guy. I almost have it. I don't. I'm gonna have to cut it off. Well, anyways, nice straight line, sturdy enough, definitely. And I wonder if you could, I was thinking maybe I could hang it. No, probably not. I wonder if they nest. That would be cool. Anyways, I don't need any of that. Okay. So that is my fun find of the week, because the games are afoot in this house now with tanks being, all the inhabitants have been removed from certain tanks, and some tanks are going to be starting to be broken down today. Very excited to see what's coming up in the fish room, and then also back here. Really excited to bring you all along and give you some kind of behind the scenes, some kind of more vloggy style, I think, just to let you know little tidbits here and there. I think it's gonna be really fun, and hopefully you guys like the end result. and all the in-between stuff. So there you go. This is my find. Let me know, would it be helpful for you? Or what do you like to use if you're removing substrate and other stuff from your tank? What have you found that works really well for you? Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.